Hello, me again with a bit more about content design. This time we're going to look at what designed content looks like. Let's pretend for a moment that there's no pandemic and that you want to plan a big day trip to London with friends or family, and you want to go to one of the big museums or the big galleries or something like that. In order to plan your day, you're probably going to need answers to a whole bunch of questions. And most people these days will turn to the internet to find those answers. If you're going to one of the big museums or galleries, you'll probably want to know, one of the top things on your list will be, what time is it open and how much does it cost to get in? Simple questions. But it's amazing how hard it is to find that information on some websites, although there are others that do it well. Here's an example. This is the British Museum website. If you want to go to the British Museum, it turns out that that crucial information is right here on the front page in that corner over there. It tells you that entry is free, so great, you know that straight away and you can tick that off your list. And it tells you that at the moment, because of the pandemic, the museum is closed, but normally it tells you the opening hours there. So this is content that's been designed. Somebody has given some thought here to the user needs of people who are visiting this webpage. And they've worked out that a lot of people who come here just want to know what time you open and how much does it cost to get in. Another thing you probably might want to figure out before you go out on a big day trip is what the weather's going to be like. So again, you might use a search engine like Google, or you might go straight to the BBC. And here's the BBC weather page, and this again has got some really well-designed content on it because it tells you the whole day's forecast. No matter what time of day you look, it tells you the whole day's forecast in a glance. You can see the weather for the next few hours, the wind, the rain. There's even a map as well to help you locate where the highest temperatures are going to be, if that's useful for you. So there's a lot of information on this page that you can take in really, really quickly. So again, somebody has given some thought to the user's needs here. Most users coming here probably want to know, is it going to rain on me during my day trip, or can I leave the umbrella at home? Another thing that most people might be thinking about when they're planning their big trip is transport. If you're unfamiliar with London, if you don't live there, if you haven't visited often, you might need help using the underground. And so Transport for London's webpage is likely to be a place that you end up. And here again, the Transport for London team have worked out, they've understood their users' needs. And the most important thing, the thing that more people need than anything else is to plan a journey. And that box is right there, right in front of you as soon as you open the page. You can enter your destination and your starting point, and you can work out a route. So content design features in all these different pages, and all of these pages are doing something proactive to meet users' needs from the start. And this is what content design is all about. Content design always puts user needs first. In fact, if you don't have a list of user needs, you can't do content design. You can't figure out what it is that users need, whether or not it's words, maps, charts, opening times, prices, whatever the information is. So it's essential to understand what your users need before you take them on the next step and meet their needs with content on a web page. So in the next session, we're going to think about what your users' needs might be. So between now and then, have a think about what your users' needs might be. At this stage, you're guessing, which isn't ideal, but let's start with guesses, and in the next session, we'll talk about how you can turn your guesses into something more concrete. Thanks for watching.